More Penn State students have their visas revoked. Today is Wednesday, April 16th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Cloudy with gusty winds today, a high near 50. A Williamsport man and woman were taken into custody on child endangerment charges. On Wednesday, police were called to the 1600 block of Sherman Street on reports of a 4-year-old autistic child wandering alone in the middle of the street wearing only a filthy pair of pants. Officers noticed the front door was wide open at 1631 Catherine Street and located the child's parents there. Dominique Scott and Quayne Hall were both asleep on the living room couch. 2 children, ages 7 and 8, were also inside the apartment and not at school. None of the children had any appropriate clean clothing to wear. The home was in an unlivable condition with food, garbage, clothing, and dirty dishes strewn throughout. CYS took custody of all 3 children, and City Codes officers were summoned to the address. Scott and Hall were taken into custody and charged with endangering the welfare of children. Both were committed to the county prison in lieu of bail. More Penn State international students have had their visas revoked. Last week, a dozen education visas were revoked in Center County, and on Tuesday, 10 more Penn State students have been told to leave the country. The students were informed there is no grace period and that the Office of Homeland Security has been notified. If they violate the provisions, they can be deported at any time, even to a country that may not be their home country. The 12 whose education visas were revoked last week were in a probation program on retail theft charges. For the latest group, it's DUI or a similar infraction. U.S. Senator Dave McCormick told WJAC that his view is the country needs to do 2 things at the same time: be very rigorous enforcing the immigration laws, securing the border, and making sure people are good actors. Yesterday, about 50 students marched in downtown State College in support of international students and immigrants. The investigation continues into the State College High School shooting plot. 20-year-old Braden Phillips of Milroy was jailed Saturday without bail and charged with conspiracy to commit murder after it was learned he allegedly planned a mass shooting at the State College High School on April 21st. Authorities discovered he had a list of targeted individuals. State College Police Chief John Gardner said there is information floating around about other possible participants who may have been involved in the planning of the plot, including a juvenile who was mentioned by witnesses. The Pregnancy Resource Clinic now has a permanent home in downtown Lock Haven after a donor family offered the clinic funds to buy a building. The clinic provides medical, preventative, and restorative services such as pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, mother and fatherhood education, and STD education, testing, and treatment. More information can be found on their website at scprc.com. Lycoming Regional Police give an update regarding door-to-door salespeople in Old Lycoming Township. Their investigation discovered that Old Lycoming Township had issued a permit for renewal by Anderson to go door-to-door from April 9th through April 15th. Their permit expired yesterday and was the only valid permit granted by the township. There may be other door-to-door solicitors asking to see PPL bills and trying to get you to change your energy supplier. The Montgomery Area School District Board of Directors names a new superintendent. Dr. Joseph Stout will assume the role of district superintendent effective July 1st. He is currently the Montgomery Area Junior-Senior High School principal. He replaces Daphne Bowers, who announced her retirement at last month's board meeting. And a teacher from the Loyalsock Township School District is a finalist in the America's Favorite Teacher competition. Middle school health and physical education teacher Heather Fink has reached the quarterfinals in her quest. She has until 10 p.m. Thursday, April 17th to secure the votes necessary to advance in the competition. Votes for Fink can be cast every 24 hours at americasfaveteacher.org/2025/Heather-Fink. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.